Okay, so we're looking at finding derivatives of some more complicated functions. So like when we were doing it before, when we had like y equals 2x squared plus 7x plus 3, we could just do the shortcut. Okay, but now we've got powers. Okay, now obviously we could expand the bracket out and that would take us forever, but this would be, you can't expand out a bracket that has a fractional indice. Okay, so what we need to do is look at a different method. So come across when you're ready. Okay, so what we do is we've got the derivative, which is still dy dx. Okay, so what we're going to do is introduce a new letter, and they use the letter u. Okay, so if you have a look at this, it's called the chain rule, and it's sometimes called function of a function. Okay, so if you have a look, I've got these du's on two fractions, and theoretically I could just cross them out and I've got dy dx. Okay, but what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the proper way, and then I'll show you a shortcut way as well. So dy dx is dy du times du dx. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll see what that means on the next example. So come across when you're ready. Okay, so we've got something to the power of 5. So what we do is we just pretend that this whole bracket is u. So we say u equals 2x plus 3. And du dx means u is the subject, and with respect to x, 2x plus 3 just turns into 2. So we're deriving with respect to the letter x. So instead of having dy dx, we have du dx. Okay, so then we say dy dx equals dy du times du dx. Now if we go back just a step, rather than having y equals 2x plus 3 to the power 5, we have y equals u to the 5. Okay, because we've just replaced it. So this first part, dy du, means this function deriving with respect to the letter u. So that's going to be 5 times u to the 4. Okay, we just multiply by the power out the fronts and then subtract 1. And then du dx is 2. Okay, and then 5 times 2 is 10, u to the 4, and then at the end we just bring back what u is, and we're done. Okay, so anytime we have a power, doesn't matter what the power is, we just let the bracket equal u. Okay, so copy that and come across and do some more examples, and then I'll show you the shortcut. Okay, so we've got another one. There's the bracket, so we say x squared minus 3 is u, and du dx is just 2x. And again, just reminding you, y is now u to the 4. Okay, so we've changed it. So dy dx is dy du times du dx. So dy du is this part, so we've got 4u cubed, and du dx is this part, and then we say 4 times 2 is 8, so it's going to be 8x times u cubed. We don't have to put it in brackets, I'll take that away. And then finally, u comes back as x squared minus 3 to the power of 3. Okay, so copy that, come across, we'll do another one with negatives and one with fractions. Okay, so this next one here, we don't have it in the right form, so the first thing we do is we bring it up to the top with a minus 2. It doesn't matter, like if that number had been a 4, then we just put 4 at the fronts, but it was a 1, so we'll just leave it as a 1 for this one. Okay, so we say let u equal whatever the bracket is. So du dx is just 1, and the function is u to the minus 2. Again, we're just going to do the same steps again. dy dx equals dy du times du dx. So dy du is that. So minus 2u and subtract 1 gives you minus 3. Du dx is just 1. So minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. And then over u3. And then that just becomes minus 2 over x plus 1 cubed. Okay, copy and come across when you're ready. So let's do one now with a fraction. Okay, so the first thing you do is, this is 3x plus 5, and the root sign is a fractional indice. So u equals 3x plus 5. The function is y equals u to the half. And now we just keep going. So du dx equals 3, as always. Dy dx equals dy du times du dx. So dy du is that part. So we multiply by half and then subtract 1 from a half gives you minus a half. Du dx is 3. So we get 3 times a half is 3 over 2, u to the half, and then that becomes 3 over 2, and then u is 3x plus 5 to the power of a half. Okay? So, copy that and come across. So there's the exercise to do, but before you do that, I'll just show you what the shortcut is. Okay, so let's just go back and just make one up. 3x minus 5 to the power of 4. Okay, so we can go straight to dy dx without doing all the steps. Okay, so this is the shortcut. Multiply by the power. Leave the bracket as it was. Subtract 1 from the power, and then the final step is multiply by the derivative of the bracket, which is 3. Okay, so this first part is your du dx, your dy du. So this first part is your dy du, and this last part is your du dx. Okay, and then just multiply through. Okay, we'll do another one with a shortcut. Okay, so we've got y equals 5 over x plus 1. Okay, so that's going to be 5x plus 1 to the power of minus 1. Okay, put that with the 1, that comes minus 1. So dy dx equals multiply by the power, so minus 1 times 5 is minus 5. Leave the bracket, subtract 1 from the power, and then the last step is multiply by the derivative of the bracket, which is 1. So end up with minus 5 over x plus 1 squared. So practice both ways, but the shortcut is fairly effective. So there's your exercise, 22B, 22C. Thanks, bye.